everybody? Tanisha K, also known as Married to Katie K, here on the YT, coming to you guys with our homeschool wrap-up for the past couple of weeks. So first, let me just say how I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for opportunity another year to be able to educate my children at home. We have a third grader, we have a preschooler, and then we have the new toddler. And I'm just so happy. God has blessed us with wonderful children. I call them the cool kids. There are no kids that are cooler. And I'm so happy to have them. So let's get into what's been going on this week. The first thing, this past couple of weeks, the first thing that I want to say is my attitude adjustment that you guys have seen if that video is up or will see in the mommy moment. My attitude adjustment has done wonders for homeschool. Last year, I felt so overwhelmed. So anytime I would go to teach my son, I would always be overwhelmed, whether it was a good or bad day or anything. It stressed me out because I had the baby girl, and I had two under two, and then I had him. So I always felt like I couldn't give him the attention I needed. So it was like, here, okay, we'll do this. And oh my God, it stressed me out. Okay, we'll do that. And I felt like I didn't fully give him me last year. That's pretty much the summary. I didn't fully give him me. So this year I did a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting, and just asking God, how can my steps be ordered, Lord, to ensure that all of my children get a piece of me, because I don't want there to be that neglected child. I don't want that middle child syndrome foolishness going on in my house. How can my children all get a piece of me and my husband still get a piece of me? Okay, you know husbands like pieces, okay? They like pieces. Anyways, so I was praying and fasting, trying to get that situated, and I thank God He gave me answers through His Word, and I had an attitude adjustment. So even my attitude adjustment in the way that I speak to my children, like I'm going to talk about in that video, but more so my attitude adjustment in the way I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning early enough to have my time by myself with the Lord. If the kids wake up a little early, that's fine, because I can sit them down, let them have breakfast, and that's 15-20 minutes that I can go and bathe in the Word, study the Word. I'm in a couple of Bible studies right now, and it's really been helping my day start off good. And then I do my exercise, and that has my endorphins going, got me feeling all good. So I'm just feeling so amazing right now. Now, don't get it twisted. Days are days, and the school is still school, but my reaction to how things are, if we're having a bad day, is totally different, and I see an instant change in my oldest son. Because sometimes I would give him an assignment. I'd be like, okay, we'll do this because I have to do this. And a simple math page that should take him 7 minutes to do would take him 2 hours because he didn't feel like doing it. And so I was thinking that he had an issue when it came to some multiplication and division stuff. It turns out he don't. He just didn't feel like doing it because he missed me. And I just really thank God that I caught it early, and I was unselfish enough to ask, what am I doing wrong? Instead of, why can't he get this? God, help me to educate him. God, help me to teach him the way he needs to be taught. Help me to provide the right environment for him to learn. And those things have been my prayer. And I tell you, an instant change, and I thank God for that. So we have our time. I make sure that he's up early enough for us to have our time. And then when the toddler wakes up and the 2-year-old wake up, then they're able to have their time, because our young middle child is in preschool. So I'm going to show you a couple of things we've been doing. I know you guys also my preschool curriculum, so this is just little stuff that Fat Mac did. We worked on triangles and diamonds. He needs to still do his diamond papers on here. That's what we finished up with last week. We've been doing painting. And I will say this, every single thing that he does, I have baby girl doing. So she knows how to write. She can get a pen, and she knows how to mimic. This is a good age for them to mimic. When I do letters with him, when he say A, I point at her, she says A. When he see number 2 and says 2, I point at her, she says number 2. And they're mimicking right now. So this is a good time for her to learn, and that's how I'm teaching her. Whenever he paints, does finger painting, things like that, I'm getting her into sensory play and slowly introducing her to those things. This is a good age for that. So those are just some tips. Just because they're 1 does not mean they can't do anything when it comes to school. And one thing I will say is, when they're up, they are no longer in the way. It does not bother me anymore. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, we gotta do this and this. I have ordered our day so that way things get done in a certain amount of time. Whenever they're asleep, those true one-on-one subjects I focus on, and the things I know he can do alone with a little bit of supervision from me, as far as me kind of not being there right next to him. It's not hand over hand so much. Then we do those when they're up, and I can kind of keep them all in the learning center. Okay, and I can tend to you, and mommy's not overwhelmed because her attitude has been set by the King. So I am so grateful for that. I have to give a wonderful, wonderful shout out to my Father's World. I'm enjoying our trips around the world. We haven't left America yet, but I'm so excited. So the first thing we did was a passport application. And then here we've been learning about eco zones. So my oldest started the eco zone map. Okay. Okay, thank you. We'll go later, okay? Okay, go get that to Barbara. We talked about the hemisphere, so we did a nice little fun cut and paste hemisphere activity and little stuff like just affirmations, writing that on this paper. You're a compass champion because we played compass pool, and then we did a spaceship search using our compass rose, and he did awesome on that. You're a compass champion. Here we did some stuff in our language arts. I put on there perfect, compound, cool, you know, just, and he's enjoying stuff like that. We have a system now where if he gets a perfect score, for every perfect score he gets in his work, he gets a sticker or a stamp. And I mean, that has been working like crazy. So it's really, really awesome. This was really fun. He really enjoyed doing the Egyptian numbers. And these pages right here can be found in the books that I showed you guys, the math books. Oh, advanced. These are found in those advanced learning books. So this is the math. We did an Egyptian numbers, hieroglyphic math. He really liked that. And then this mystery number search. He thought that was fun. So another couple of things we've been doing is in science. I will have to give another special shout out to my co-teacher in science. You guys all know her. And yes, she comes to my house several times a week. Don't be jealous, but she comes to my house several times a week. And she teaches my oldest son and my other two kids, because I've incorporated things for them too. With her help, she teaches my kids science. So don't be jealous, but shout out to my science teacher, Miss Frizzle. Guys, when I tell you Magic School Bus science has been amazing. And I'm so glad that I did it the way I did. I told you guys I got that awesome deal via Edukins. They always have the Magic School Bus for the most part, 50% off, guys. They're a subscription system, and then Edukins will let you sew a coupon on top of that. And I mean, you can catch a good deal. So I'm not sure if we're going to renew next year because I don't know if they're going to change them. But guys, they come with 7 to 8 experiments in every single envelope. They mail it to you monthly, and if you ever have an issue, Edukins is good about telling you how to get it together. Magic School Bus is good about that. I mean, they're really, really awesome at communication. So Ms. Frizzle has been working with us. And the way I pick our sciences, I kind of see what we're doing. And if there's nothing where I'm like, okay, we can do experiments to go directly with that, I'll just pull something fun. So this month we did magnets. We got to do a magnet race car. Oh, he loved that. Little stuff like that. We got to do some writing. Like they had some iron fillings, and we could make silly faces with magnets. I mean, just stuff that I wasn't even excited to do. So Miss Frizzle sends you this nice little book, and you can just kind of go in and just write on the experiments. I decided not to let him write in it because I'm wondering if I'm going to use this again with number 2. But I'm going to have to look and see if you can reorder like some of the stuff that you use. And then I'll decide next year if he gets to write in this or not. So we've been working on the scientific method and making sure he has a clear understanding of that. He's been doing great. And my last thing I wanted to share with you guys was this. We did this the first week of school. He really loved it. Go Gadget Go, honey, a salt-powered robot. And this has been so fun. First of all, it did not take him long to build this. So I'm not going to lie, I was kind of nervous about starting him on project day. And if you guys know who Little Homeschool Mama is, she has just educated me in so many ways via her YouTube channel. And she is super smart, super intelligent, mad cool, mad laid back. And her kids are so fun. And they do projects every Friday. You know, you see, it's project day. So I always said I wanted to incorporate that, but I felt like my son was too young. When this boy sat there and put this robot together by himself, I was like, here, I'll be right back. Please. When I say right back, I mean I came back in 5 minutes. And he was like, I just need to screw this in. Can I use the knife? Okay. So he did it all by himself. I was like, okay, you know what? I've been sleeping on project day. So starting this month, we are next month on Fridays, it's going to be project day here at the Kemp Academy. And I cannot wait to get started. You guys saw in science, I did those STEM notebooks. And so that's what we're going to be doing on Fridays. I'm going to let him just go at it. Of course, if he needs help, I'm here for that. But Friday is his day to party when it comes to science and just have the day. He takes a spelling test Friday morning. And then he gets to have 2 or 3 hours to put together projects. And that's what we're going to do. So that is it, guys, for our homeschool wrap up for this past couple of weeks. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, right now I'm in the planning stages of putting together a field trip for our local racetrack. That is right down the street from our house. So we're going to be putting that together. And then we're going to do a couple of zoo field trips. And then I believe we're going to go to a museum in the next couple of months. So I'm trying to get together our field trips to get those to coincide with the lessons. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's been a joy. And it really all started with the attitude adjustment, because these things would have completely overwhelmed me, and they don't anymore. And I just owe that all to the King. God is so amazing. And I'm just so grateful for my husband for allowing me to sharpen our arrows and to educate them, because he does not have to, but he entrusts me with their education. And I'm just so full of joy. God is so faithful, guys. God is so faithful. Yes, things happen every day, because life is life. But God is so faithful, and that joy and that new attitude, that sweet fragrance is just flowing through the house, and it's just making everything doable. It's making everything doable with joy. So again, if that video is not up, my mommy moment video where I'm talking to you about the words that you say, worthwhile words, then please look out for it. That video will be up very, very soon. But I love you guys, and I hope that you guys are doing good with your homeschooling videos. I don't get a chance to comment always, because you know, you're watching a video and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna comment, and then you go to the next one, you get to doing what you're gonna do. But guys, I am keeping up with your homeschool stories, and I'm really excited to see some of the stuff that you are doing. And if you're doing anything that you think I've missed, then comment down below, or you can email me a link via my blog. I have a direct email link right below. Email me, let me know what's going on in your area, in your homeschool. And if you have any tips or anything that you want to share that you're doing, just let me know, guys. All right, and I will see you in the next video. Happy homeschooling.